Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kelsey. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today, we're going to be looking at my monthly favorites and subscription recap. So I'm going to start with my Boxycharm subscription and then move into my favorites, and then if anything from my subscription are part of my favorites, I'll mention that. The first thing from my Boxycharm is this eyeliner. It's from Vintage Cosmetics, I guess, by Jessica Lebskind. It's just this pencil eyeliner here, and this is okay. I've used it quite a few times just like to line my waterline, that kind of a thing, and it's alright. It's not like super black like you can see here. It's kind of a little bit more grayish, and it's okay. It's pretty creamy, so it's easy to apply, but it doesn't really like lock down in place once it's like sat there for a few minutes. It's still like smudgy, and so it's alright. I'll kind of keep it around. I don't use these kind of eyeliners like really ever, so I'll keep it around in case if I need it, but I don't really ever need it. Next was a brush kit, and this is from Crown Brushes. It was like this little 3-piece kit. They said that these are for like contouring and like shaping your face. I haven't really used it for that. This one is a great little like eye brush. I like it for that. This one actually I've really been liking for a powder concealer that I kind of like finish my makeup look off with. Like I'll go in, I usually use like a powder foundation, and then I have a powder concealer that I'll just like touch a little bit of it in there and then kind of just go over some spots that are needing a little bit more coverage, and so I've been really liking it for that. I've also used it for highlight, which it works okay for that, but I have other brushes that I like better for highlight. And then the third one is something that's very unique. It's like this like tapered domed brush that doesn't have a lot of like give to it. I thought originally I was going to be able to use this for like blush or something, which I have used it for blush and it's okay. It's not great though, but something that I really like using this for is just like setting with some powder, whether it's under the eyes or just kind of like all over the face. I really like it to like touch up with powder throughout the day, so which I don't do often, but like if I'm needing to touch up before going out or something, I just kind of like dab it in some powder and then just kind of dab it on the areas that are needed, and so I've been really enjoying it for that. You could totally use this as contour. I tried using it the other day, and it does make a nice like contour line that you can easily blend out, but I just don't ever really contour, so I like it as a little like setting brush. Next is something that is kind of scary. It's this loose glitter, and it's blue. I actually did put it on my eyes today, like very lightly. You can't really tell because I put it on top of something else, but there's just a little touch of blue glitter on top, and this is totally just like a loose glitter. Like there's nothing that holds it together, there's no like pigment or anything, it's just glitter. Don't ever really see myself using this too much. Actually, I mean today it's kind of fun, it's different, but I don't see myself using this very often. But it's not as like scary as I thought it was gonna be, so this one I would say borders on one of my favorites for the month. Yeah, we're gonna say it's a favorite. So this is from Cover FX, and it's the Shimmer Veil, and it's in the shade Amethyst. It's just like this liquid shadow kind of. That's the only way I've used it, is as like an eyeshadow, and that is the base that I have on my eyes today, and then I put that blue glitter on top of it. But it's a really pretty like shimmery pinky purple kind of look. I actually really like it as like an easy eye look. That's kind of what I've been using it as. I mean today wasn't necessarily like the most simple, but what I have been using it for is just like a simple eye look. Like I just put it a little bit on my eyelid and then just kind of blend it out and then set it actually with the next product, and it's just a nice like look throughout the day that wears pretty good. There it is, kind of like blended out. There's not a ton of color to it. I mean, it is pinky purpley, but it doesn't come across like overly colorful, and so I've been really enjoying this. And then lastly in the box was this highlighter palette from Naked Cosmetics, and this is what I've been setting that Cover FX stuff with. This has 6 different highlighters in it. I am wearing this one today on my cheeks. It's kind of like an iridescent-y, peachy color, and I've really been liking it. This purple color is really pretty. This one I actually really like, but it doesn't look good on my skin. So I like it on the eyes though. But it's kind of pinky but comes across almost purpley too. It's interesting. The gold color in here, it's like this yellow one down here, is actually really pretty as well. My only kind of the problem I've been having with these is that they are kind of, it's like they're really powdery but almost like creamy. It's like a weird consistency because when you put it on, it almost has this like whiteness to it, like it has like excess powder on your skin that just looks like white, and so you kind of have to work to like buff it in a little bit. But then once you have it on, I mean, I have it very lightly on today, but once you kind of have it on and blend it out, it does look pretty, like this one. The other ones I haven't really experimented with on my face in like real life. I do think they accentuate like your skin texture a little bit. I do have a little bit of like fine lines over here where I like put highlight on, and I did notice when I've been using this that it kind of like accentuates it a little bit, not to the point that it's like unusable or that I really have like that much fine lines, but it's just something that I noticed when putting it on, so I thought I'd mention it. So that was the box for Boxycharm for February. There's some good things in here, and I think the brushes are pretty good, but that loose glitter probably never gonna use, and the eyeliner was kind of just a bummer. But the other stuff is fun. It's just not stuff that I would use all the time, and it's not like everyday things. It's just kind of, it's a little out there for my personal makeup taste normally. And so I think it's like, this isn't stuff that I would normally buy, so it's kind of fun to have it to like play around with, but like I'm ready for like normal makeup things next month. So now moving into my monthly favorites for the month of February. I have a lot, so let's jump in. The first thing, I don't remember if I mentioned it last month or not, but it's something that I've been using a lot lately, and it's this highlighter from Pure Cosmetics. It's actually in this like trio, which was in Boxycharm last month, maybe December, I don't remember. I think it was last month. But this highlight is so beautiful. I don't use the other shades. The highlight though, so pretty. Here, I have a bunch of other highlight swatches on my hand right now. It looks very golden there. I just wear it like really sheer. Maybe you can see it. I just wear it really sheer on my face, and it just looks so nice, and like it just warms up my complexion a little bit, and it's not like overly shimmery when you use it the way I use it, I guess. And so I've been really enjoying that. That's definitely been a highlight that I have been using a lot this month. A primer that I actually mentioned in my last video, which was the tag from Kelly Gooch, where if you could only choose one product from each like category of makeup, you know. So it's this Pixie by Petra primer, and it's the Poreless or Flawless and Poreless primer. I've had this for about 2 months now, and I didn't really use it a ton when I first got it. I got it for going to California for Christmas because I wanted something small that I could stick in my makeup bag and travel with, and I feel like I didn't really pay attention to it much, but I've been using it a lot lately and really like it. It helps kind of minimize the appearance of pores a little bit, but it also keeps me, well, it doesn't keep me matte because I'm very oily, and so it doesn't keep me matte, but it helps. So I've been liking it. This was something else I mentioned in that video, and this is a favorite that I have mentioned a bunch of times, but I repurchased it recently because I needed it again. It's the Wet n Wild Gel Lip Liner, and I have it in the shade Bear to Comment. I love this lip liner. I'm wearing it very, very lightly today. I kind of just went over my lips very lightly. Can I say that again? And then just blended it out a little bit. But it's such a pretty lip liner. And I feel like a bunch of people talked about these when they first came out, but I love them. I mean, this is the only shade I have, but I'm sure the other shades are great too, but I love it. It's so good. It's like such a great color. It's super creamy. It lasts on the lips forever. It doesn't feel like anything. It just feels like your lips. And so I really like this, and it's like $2.99. So if you're looking for a lip liner, this is a good one. Another one from Wet n Wild is this eyeshadow palette. This is the Rosé in the Air. It's one of their new palettes that they put out about, I don't know, 2 months ago or so. I picked this up earlier this month, and I was actually doing a giveaway with it, and I love this palette. It looks awfully familiar to the Modern Renaissance palette, which I have as well, and I did a comparison between the two, and I think this is really great, especially for $5. You can't really beat it. One thing that I really like about this though is that it has this matte cream color. The Modern Renaissance palette doesn't have that. It has like a light pink shimmer, or not shimmer, but like shiny color, and I like that one, but I need like a matte cream color to do my eye makeup, and so I really appreciate that they put that in there. And this is just really great quality. It wears really great. I'm actually wearing that pink color, the like mauve pink color in my crease today, as well as this like warmy, as well as this warm like brown color in the crease as well. And so I really like this, and you can't beat it for the price, so highly recommended. I haven't tried the other ones though, and I've heard mixed reviews on the other shades, so take that with a grain of salt. Something new from Trader Joe's, which Trader Joe's has been pushing out some more beauty products lately, and I've been really enjoying it, but it is this facial spray, and it's a rose water facial spray, facial toner, whatever. It's really nice. It smells like roses. It's got a pretty good mist on it. It's not like, you know, like super aerated and perfect, but it's really nice if you hold it away from the face a little bit. And it's like $3.99, so that's a great price. And I think it's really nice. I love this kind of a spray to set my makeup. I know it doesn't like set my makeup in place or anything. It's not gonna like lock things in, but I just like the effect that it gives to my skin. It makes your skin look like skin, and like it just sets your makeup nicely. Again, it doesn't like hold on to anything and keep things in place. It just gives a nice finish to the skin, so I really like it. I have an old favorite that I recently have gone back to. This is the Batiste Dry Shampoo, and this is in the scent Floral and Flirty Blush. There's like a theme, like everything's kind of rosy and pinky. Oops. But this is a great dry shampoo. I was using the Lush dry shampoo for a long time, and I really enjoy that dry shampoo, but sometimes I just need something a little bit more intensive. The Lush one is kind of a subtle dry shampoo, and I like it, but this one's a little bit more heavy duty. It kind of helps a little bit more, and this is giant, by the way. It's like huge. I got this at Marshall's. It was $7.99, and that's a great price because this is huge. This is my favorite scent as well. Only tried like the original scent, and I think like the tropical one, and I definitely like this one the best. Earlier this month I did a Glossier haul and like first impressions, and I do have a video coming soon where I'm going to be talking about what I think of those products, but I have a few favorites right off the bat that I had to mention. The first is the Boy Brow. I've been loving this. This has like so much hype around it, and I understand why. I have it in my brows today. It's just like this little tiny brow mascara, and it works so good. It just like sets your brows in place. I really like the Essence one as well, and that one, it does like when you put it in, it kind of like sets your brows in place, but throughout the day it kind of like falls and they just go back to their normal shape. This one like really keeps them where you put them, and so I really enjoy this. I have it in the shade Blonde, which I think is a pretty good color. I I love this. I really, really like it. Next is what else I have on my lips. It's the balm.com. This is the birthday balm.com. This is so pretty and nice, and it feels great on the lips. They have a bunch of other like shades of this. I kind of wanted to get the cherry one because it has like a little bit of a red tint to it, which I thought was really nice, but this one is like subtly shimmery. Let me see if I can get a little bit out. Just has like a subtle sheen to it that looks really nice on the lips, especially if you put it over something that's just lightly colored. Like today I put that lip liner on like really sheer and then just put a touch of this on top, and it just feels so nice on the skin. It just feels so nice on your lips. It's like moisturizing, but it's not sticky, and it's not like goopy, and it's not too thick. But it just feels so nice and like moisturizing, and it stays on for surprisingly a very long time. So I've been really enjoying this. And lastly is another thing from Glossier, which I was super excited to try, and something that I think is helping my skin. It's the Glossier solution. It's a like skin exfoliator, but it has like AHA, BHA, PHA, there's like a bunch of acids in it, and so it kind of like peels your skin. What do they call it? It's like an acid tone. It looks like an acid exfoliator as opposed to like an actual like scrubby exfoliator. I don't remember what that's called, but there is salicylic acid in here. You just use it once a day, or I use it at night. I might go down to using it every other day because I mean, it's probably my skin getting used to it a little bit, but I've been getting dry kind of right around this area, which is where I kind of get most of my acne nowadays as I'm getting older. I just kind of get acne right around like my mouth and like on my chin, and so that's where I've been getting dry, which I feel like is a good thing. I don't know, but I've been liking it so far. I think it's doing good. It like feels nice on the skin without over drying. Well, I mean, it's been a little dry, but not bad. But when you put it on, it doesn't feel like you're like sucking the life out of your skin, you know? And so I really appreciate that with an acne treatment. I haven't tried an acne treatment lately, really even within like the last probably 4 or 5 years. I haven't really been trying anything for my acne. I've just been kind of using more natural things, and so I thought it'd be nice to maybe give something a try and see if I can maybe get rid of it. We'll see. I just feel like my acne is gonna be around forever and ever. Hopefully not. So that wraps up my favorites and monthly subscription recap for the month of February. I hope you enjoyed this video. I would love to hear about some of your favorites. Make sure you leave them down below. I just want to hear about them. I want to know what you like. Do you like any of my things? Do you think I'd like your things? I don't know. Anyways, give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe down below if you haven't already. I would love to have you around. And until next time, bye guys.